Well, I'm feeling like a tourist in a strange land. And tourists eventually leave, right? They don't stay the where they're visiting. They're just visitors. I'm feeling more and more like a visitor. It's just such a weird trip. Um, I'm kind of seeing more. I've seen now more and more what this realm is all about. It's all about pain and misery and death. There are some nice moments. Things look beautiful. I used to be so in love with nature. Nature was just, it's wonderful. I've really moved out in the sticks right now, and oh my gosh, nature is cruel. It's a cruel system. Everything eats everything else. You know, when you look at the seagulls, they're floating around over the water. They're just looking for fish to kill and eat. The birds are just looking for worms to kill and eat. I gave my chickens some ground beef the other day that I didn't want anymore, and you should have seen them just go crazy over this meat. You'd think they are green eating, vegetable eating, peaceful little birds. Mm-mm. If they can get meat, they'll eat meat. I eat meat. I'm not a vegetarian. I used to be. Long story. Can't do it anymore. Um, but that's what this place is all about. It's kind of pretty to look at, and we have moments and times where we uh, we have joy, um, and I think we really need to try to have a lot of that. Create it as much as we can. But I don't see this world ever being what I thought it could be when I was young. When you're idealistic and you think you're going to make a difference and things are going to be just wonderful. You see all the potential in everything. Eh, it sure hasn't changed in the last 70 years that I've been here. Oh my. Anyway, I just I'm working on my awareness and my consciousness, and just want to get in touch with the aspect of myself that is the forever aspect. I know this body and the mind and the brain and the emotions and the personality is not going to survive. But there is an eternal aspect to us that does survive. And I'm quite convinced that if we can get in touch with that aspect of ourselves, um, this trip is going to be smoother. The transition is going to be more smooth. Um, and I don't plan on coming back. You know, there are a lot of tourists who will go to a place over and over and over again. I'm not one of those. I'm not coming back here. Something that is I've been puzzling over is how religious people uh, know. They know what's going on. Many of them do. The Christians, I think probably a lot of Muslims do too. They know what's going on. They know that the direction that the controllers want to take us into, and they still think that that book, the holy books, their holy books, contain the ultimate truth. I just don't understand that. They know everything is a lie, everything except for that book. And then to think that the totality of the universe and of wisdom and of who God is and what God wants and what God said is contained within those covers. I mean, really? I'm not saying there's no truth in, what I'm familiar with is the Bible, but my goodness, really, to think that everything that matters, all the truth of the universe is in those covers. I mean, I don't get that. Smart people think that. I really believe that. It's a mystery to me. It's just a mystery to me. Anyway, there are people here that I really love. I care about humans a lot. I wish them well. I know that I can make small differences in their a small difference in their lives, um, by spreading some goodwill, you know, um, letting love show through the best way I can. I don't even know if I'm doing a good job on that. I do the best I can. And but when I leave, I want to just leave. I don't want to come back. I don't want to have attachments. Um, I think there are other places to go and other ways to develop my spirit. It doesn't have to be here, because this place is all about misery or mostly about misery and death. I mean, even religions are basically about death. You know, uh, God made death. I know it's all our fault. Somebody ate some forbidden fruit a few thousand years ago, and so everybody has to die. I mean, that's not even like a natural law. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Would you do that to your children if they made a mistake? You have to die. Really? How about sitting down and explaining things to them? Anyway, and the system is not letting up, if you've noticed. They're not letting up. The face diapers are back in LA, and the cases they're talking about, it's all, they keep grinding away at us and grinding away at us. And of course, the big push is to get whacked. The wacky whack is the answer to everything. And those of us who are not going to take the wacky whack are probably going to eventually not going to be able to function in society. I don't know how that's going to work out, but if you are have decided that you won't take the wacky whack, I hope you've made some plans for some sort of survival. I don't know. It's I think it'll be easier if you get out of cities and towns. Make some sort of provision for yourself. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to start to free yourself from the system. Look at it as freeing yourself. Getting out of cities and towns is freeing yourself. I don't know how it's going to go, but I do know that the answer lies within. Answers are not out there. Insanity is out there. Out there is just insanity. And the answers are within. So keep looking inside. Spread good vibes if you can. If the news depresses you, don't listen to it. Just don't listen to it, There's not much you can do anymore, I think, to change things. I don't know. I'm out of thoughts on that. I don't even want to think about it anymore. I'm doing what I can every day. I got myself a little job in town that with really, really nice people. I'm doing a lot of gardening, trying to grow some food. The chickens, and family. That's about all there is right now. And I have a chance. I'm lucky that things are quiet enough that I have a chance to go inward. Um, have been having a lot of anxiety lately at night. Get a lot of anxiety. And Adyashanti's teachings have just been a lifesaver for me. And also Michael Mamas. Michael Mamas taught me how to really meditate correctly. And Adya's meditation teachings run along the same lines. But you know, he has some really good pointers as far as managing the ups and downs of our emotions and navigating the trip towards your inner being. So I don't know if it speaks to you. Listen to his teachings because they've, like I said, if they've just been a lifesaver for me. So I wish you all the best on this trip. I hope you're all hanging in there and don't give up. You know, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your spirit. Go in there and figure it out. Connect with it. Connect to it. It's the best thing you can do for yourself and for the world. You know, and for the world. All right, everybody. Take care and thank you for listening. Bye.